你好，我是徐老师。Welcome to Chinese 102. Yay! You made it! We're gonna start from lesson 4. It's about learning Chinese. So we will learn a lot of words to talk about your Chinese learning experience. It's gonna be fun. The first thing we're gonna talk about how to form yes-no questions with another structure. So remember we have learned 你是新学生吗? This is the yes-no question we have learned. Are you a new student? 你是老师吗? Are you a teacher? And this time we're gonna learn a new structure. It's not too different, so we will talk about it. We're gonna learn how to say I have learned Chinese for a certain time period. 3, we're gonna learn how to ask opinions about something, especially Chinese learning. So which one do you think it's easy? Which one do you think it's difficult? So easy and difficult are the two key words. We will talk more specifically about pronunciation, tones, grammar, Chinese characters, reading, conversations, and writing. And we're gonna learn how to say which one is the most difficult, which one is the easiest. 4, we're gonna learn how to receive a compliment when somebody tells you, oh, you speak Chinese very fluently. Remember, 你的中文说得很流利. So when somebody said that to you, how would you respond? So in Chinese culture, we wouldn't just say 谢谢, thank you. That's considered a bit rude. Because in Chinese culture, modesty is very important. So when somebody is complimenting on you, you would always reply, 哪里哪里?哪里哪里 literally means where? 哪里哪里? So when somebody is complimenting on your Chinese ability, 你的中文说得很流利. 哪里哪里? Where? That's the appropriate reply. Okay, let's start from the first one. New yes-no questions. So let's review the old pattern a little bit. 你是新学生吗? Are you a new student? So we will have 是 and 吗 as our pattern. And the new pattern actually is pretty easy. You just have to combine the positive 是 and the negative 不是. You combine them together and it will become a yes-no question. And in this case, you don't need 吗. 你是不是新学生? 你是不是新学生? So you can do the same tricks with a lot of verbs and adjectives. So 是 is one verb, and we also learn 有, to have. So how would you say, do you have Chinese friends? 你有没有中国朋友? Positive 有 negative 没有你有没有中国朋友 And same thing goes with a lot of like hobbies. So to like and not like 喜欢不喜欢喜欢不喜欢你喜欢不喜欢睡觉你喜欢不喜欢吃中国饭 And you can also say, do you play ball? 打不打打不打你打不打球 Do you drink alcohol? 喝不喝喝不喝你喝不喝酒And for adjectives, we're going to learn 2 new adjectives in this lesson. Difficult, 难难不难难不难中文难不难 And easy, 容易 positive. Negative, 不容易容易不容易中文容易不容易 So you just learn a new pattern. Positive and negative will become yes-no question. 你是不是新学生? Are you new student or not? 你有没有中国朋友? Do you have Chinese friends or not? 你喜欢不喜欢睡觉 ？Do you like to sleep or not？ 你打不打球 ？Do you like to play ball or not？ 你喝不喝酒 ？Do you like to drink or not？ 中文难不难 ？Is Chinese difficult or not？ 中文容易不容易 ？Is Chinese easy or not? In this lesson, we're gonna learn can you speak Chinese or not? Can 会 positive 会 negative 不会会不会你会不会说中文你会不会说中文 Or you can also ask Can you speak English? 你会不会说英文 Can you speak Spanish? 你会不会说西班牙文 This is a very useful pattern, especially if you're going abroad. You need to know whether you can speak Chinese, English, or Spanish. And to answer the question, 你会不会说中文？会，我会说中文。不会，我不会说中文。And how about a little bit？ 一点儿，一点儿。会，我会说一点儿中文。会，我会说一点儿中文。很好 We have very good start. 二 How to say I have learned Chinese for a certain period of time? Let's say 1 year, as in the textbook. 一年，一年，我学了一年中文。And let's say 2 years. 2年，2年，我学了2年中文。Let's say 3 years. 我学了3年中文。That's how you say I have learned Chinese for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. 好，3 To ask opinions. So in this pattern, we're going to learn something new, and we will combine what we just learned about the yes/no questions. So we will say 你觉得你觉得 Do you think? They say Do you think Chinese is difficult? 你觉得中文难不难？你觉得中文难不难？ Do you think Chinese is difficult or not? So you can answer 我觉得中文很难 or 我觉得中文不难 I think Chinese is difficult or I think Chinese is not difficult. Let's also talk about other aspects in Chinese learning. How about pronunciation, tones, grammar, and characters? Pronunciation 语音语音 tones 声调声调 grammar 语法语法 characters 汉字汉字 Do you think pronunciation is difficult? 你觉得语音难不难 Do you think tones are difficult? 你觉得声调难不难 Do you think grammar is difficult? 你觉得语法难不难 Do you think characters are difficult? 你觉得汉字难不难？很好 Good job! And let's talk about 3 more. Reading, conversation, and writing. 阅读阅读绘画绘画写作写作 Do you think reading is difficult? 你觉得阅读难不难 Do you think conversation is difficult? 你觉得绘画难不难 Do you think writing is difficult? 你觉得写作难不难？太棒了！ Let's also ask, what do you think is the most difficult? 你觉得什么最难？ The most, 最 The most difficult, 最难 What do you think is the most difficult? In this case, don't change the word order, always subject, verb, object. So subject, 你 you, verb, 觉得 to think, 你觉得 What's most difficult? 什么最难 Let's do it one more time. 你觉得什么最难？你觉得什么最难？我觉得汉字最难。I think characters are the most difficult. 我觉得阅读最难。I think reading is the most difficult. 4. We're gonna learn how to receive a compliment. And we actually already talked about it a little bit. So to receive a compliment, instead of saying 谢谢, we will say 哪里哪里 where 哪里哪里你的中文说得很流利哪里哪里你的声调说得很准 Your tones are very accurate 哪里哪里你的汉字写得很美 Your characters are very beautiful 哪里哪里 So that's it. We just learned new yes no question combining passive and negative 是不是有没有喜欢不喜欢会不会 2. To say I have learned Chinese for a certain period 我学了1年中文我学了2年中文我学了3年中文 And 3. To ask opinions 你觉得 You think 你觉得中文难不难 Do you think Chinese is difficult? 你觉得什么最难 Pronunciation 语音 Tones 声调 Grammar 语法 Characters 汉字 Reading 阅读 Conversation 绘画 Writing 写作 Honestly, I think most of people will say Characters 汉字最难 What do you think? 你觉得呢？你觉得汉字最难吗 Of course, you can also say the easiest 最容易I think grammar is the easiest, right? 我觉得语法最容易 So remember this pattern? 我觉得 I think 你觉得 Do you think? These are very useful in daily life conversations. And 4. We also learn how to receive compliments 哪里哪里 So when people are complimenting on you 你的声调说得真准 Your tones are really accurate 哪里哪里好 I hope you have learned something new 谢谢 for watching 再见